Okay, water signs, welcome to your daily focus tarot for Sunday. So, like Friday, I couldn't get a reading from you. I couldn't get anything for the cards. Yesterday, it was about contemplating things. Today is still continuing along that line. So the first card to come up, Seven of Cups, I'll show it to you in the upright. So this card can be wishful thinking. It can be either putting a mask on or taking it off, and the mask is slowly killing you inside. And of course this, stance brings about questions of Hamlet, So in the upright, this is a card about wishful thinking. It's a card about greed. It's a card about guarding your spirituality and your emotions and not really being who you present yourself as to the rest of the world. Now, in the reverse, this is also not a very good card. It can be about temptation. It can be about being overwhelmed by choices. There are too many cups, so you can be overwhelmed by them. It can also still be about greed, making you feel like you're secure just because you have a bunch of things, but really you're in debt, so you're actually insecure. You're not in a stable place, right? This card can also be about not being able to delay gratification, so you put yourself in debt. The clarifiers, the Eight of Cups, this can be talking about being withdrawn. It can also be talking about being overwhelmed. It can talk about moving towards a goal, like a spiritual goal, but also a goal in the physical world, something to do with your emotions. To me, this is talking about, in this instance, it can be talking about withdrawal and escapism. And that's what it's telling me it's about in this instance. So you are withdrawing, you're running away from your problems emotionally, and you're stuffing those emotions down. You're not only compartmentalizing, you're using them to, like having a shopping addiction or some other form of addiction. You're using that addiction to try to ease your emotions when you shouldn't be. The other card that came out with the Eight of Cups was Two of Pentacles, and this is a card of juggling things. This is a card of imbalance. This is a card of, it's saying you might think you're on steady ground, but you're one step away from that tree of knowledge, that tree of life, hitting you on the head. You're one step away from one of these two pentacles going on the ground, going into the ocean, flying away in the sky, and you've lost it. So this card of balance, you notice the ships at sea here. One is in calmer water and less storm. The other one is in very stormy water. It's about to be sent to ground by this strong wind. I mean, she's standing on the earth. She's standing on the rocks right now, but who knows how long she's going to be able to stand there. Who knows how long that tree is not going to fall on her, or those nasty thunder clouds, or those waves. Who knows how long before they're able to knock her off the rock, to knock her on the ground, or maybe she'll be pushed back into the rock or the tree and hit her head. So this balancing act, it's got to stop. You've got to learn to not withdraw, not run away, not use escapism in whatever way you're using escapism to deal with your problems. We have the other card that came out for what you should focus on. We have the King of Swords. Now the King of Swords, this particular one I associate with Odin. I associate this as thought through observation and learning to, because of the way that he's holding the sword, the thought, and it's cutting through this golden sunrise or this golden feather. He's holding it in a balanced way. You can look at the raven as being a bringer of, Odin's ravens are thought and memory. And you can look at the raven as being the courier of the dead, but also bringing messages from the dead. So bringing messages from the other side, bringing thoughts about what's truly important in life from the other side, be it from somebody who's passed on or from your higher self or from some sort of guide for you. This is all about balancing your thoughts. This is all about getting to the truth of the situation and getting intellectual clarity, and then having that powerful, that quiet strength to deal with whatever those thoughts are bringing into your life, instead of withdrawing from it, instead of escaping. Now, Three of Cups. In the upright, this card is card of celebration. It's card of working together to achieve a goal. In the reverse, this can be a card of overindulging, being overly influenced by other people, which is where you need to, get clarity and get balance in your thoughts so that you're not overly influenced by other people. This can be a card of people, like if you were working on a group project, being unfaithful to you. But to me, this is more about overindulgence and being disconnected from your emotions, from your higher self, from your spirit, and not having that clarity of thought, not having that ability to receive messages from your internal, your higher self about what you're doing and what you should be doing. Instead, sometimes it's hard to deal with our problems, but if you don't face them, they continue to get worse. If you do stuff that's like escapism, busyness for the sake of keeping busy, if you're juggling too many things and not taking care of your health, not dealing with one and focusing too much on the other, eventually it falls down. Eventually it breaks apart. Eventually something happens. So at the bottom of the ethereal visions, we have the Two of Wands, which is about making a plan, finding a vision for your future, and putting that into action. And then we have Ace of Wands, which is new growth, new beginning, stability, and Nine of Cups underneath that, which is about satisfaction and what you've achieved. At the bottom of the Druid craft, we have the Lady, the Empress, abundance, creativity, nurturing something into being from the start. We have Six of Swords, which is going towards calmer waters, using your higher knowledge that you've gained to move yourself into a better place. And then we have Six of Wands underneath that. So the lady, Six of Swords, Six of Wands. I spoke a little too soon. So Six of Wands is the victory. Leading. Only you're leading yourself. You're not leading other people. You're leading yourself to your own personal victory. Okay? Have a great Sunday. I'll see you tomorrow.